Hi, everyone. Hope you are having a great day. Let us know in the chat where you are calling from. We have already almost beyond 100 attendees in this webinar. We have people from all over the world, including Dallas, New York City, Tampa, Switzerland, also Scotland. Welcome, everyone. It's so great to have you here. Don't forget to let us know also for the ones who just joined where you are joining us from. And we can already proceed to talking about the next steps. But first and foremost, hi, my name is Dominic. I'm the founder and CEO of Colossyan. Overall, I've spent the last several years building a company in the learning technology space for the innovation of driving better outcomes with video. And as some of you know, I have a background in AI video technology, and basically has been working with the tech itself for the past years. I'm calling from our R&D headquarters in Budapest, Hungary, where our product team is working in a really fast manner to basically deliver all the innovations that you're looking for. Let's get started with today's webinar because I know this so many of you are excited, and we have many exciting topics for today. So as a quick overview for our agenda, we are going to talk about what's new. Also, we will have a sneak peek into the latest and the most fresh ideas we are producing. And we'll also talk about what's next on the roadmap, approximate delivery dates, and basically transparency around how we can ensure that you are using our product with the utmost highest customer experience. In the end, we will also do a Q&A. I have my amazing colleague Didara in the chat. You may see her name there helping me. So make sure to ask your questions because at the end of the webinar, I will try to answer all of them or at least most of them live. So hope you will all enjoy that. And basically, without further ado, let's proceed. I'm seeing basically some individuals are having connectivity issues in the chat. As Ira said, if you could try rejoining, that would be great. I have to quickly reshare the slides here. All right. So first and foremost, what we should talk about is Colossyan is being used by major enterprises in the industry. We managed to win basically leader of our category several times for both enterprises and small businesses, quoted by G2. We work with many organizations to help them create videos with AI avatars, with voiceovers and interactivity. My goal originally with Colossyan was to ensure that we can build an easy-to-use platform that can be utilized for the creation of training videos, for the creation of communication videos, as easily as you can assemble a PowerPoint. And we managed to achieve that so far, given the vast majority of our client base used by you. And here's a quote basically from one of our customers, Magesh, highlighting the biggest benefit of Colossyan's being able to have training material that never goes obsolete. I also call this the recyclability of videos, because if you think about it beforehand, you had to record the video and you could deploy it once and that was it. It was a static material. But now you can go back and basically edit any phrase, any sentence, any paragraph in your video, or just change the media element and republish it. It's just such a more superior way of handling that, and it enables just a faster iteration cycle, also localization of the videos much quicker. So it's exactly what Emery Save and Magesh's team is doing. I'm so happy to see the use case being so successful overall. So let's talk about what's new in Colossyan since we last met. The latest releases, as you can see on the screen, include rich text editing, multilingual player, and interactive styling. So let's talk through them, first starting with rich text editing. So many of you wanted to customize the styling of specific text elements. You wanted to add bullet points or number lists to your scenes, or simply just import your PowerPoint content with bullet points and lists. And we just managed to make that, we managed to improve that flow. So now you have the opportunity to customize your text more effectively, basically to just have a more a better looking experience when creating your videos. So this has been definitely a most requested feature, and we launched it in the last month. Hopefully you're already creating better videos and you can import your PowerPoints more effectively. Let's check out a video regarding how it works. So basically you can come here, click on the text. I can go ahead and change the paragraph to bullet points and also number lists. So much easier than it was before. And you can select different parts of the text and recolor them as well. So it's quite exciting in my view, because now we basically rebuild this entire interface that handles your text. It is basic. This is a fundamental functionality, but the fact that this is now part of the product and supports basically all your basic maneuvers, it's just very impactful in my eyes. So you can also see that different parts of the text can be restyled. Yeah, so it's quite great, and hopefully many of you are already using it. Now, one of my favorite recent launches is PowerPoint V2 version 2. Basically, so many of you came to us and said you want our PowerPoint import to work in a way where it doesn't just put the whole PowerPoint slide as a background onto the Colossyan draft, but we import the images, the text, and all the objects from the existing PowerPoint, and also that we convert the speaker notes into scripts. So now you can do that. You can already use PowerPoint V2, and in a case it won't work according to expectations, you can also roll it back to V1 if that's a version you prefer. But I would say more than 70% of our user base has PowerPoints as their sort of knowledge base, as their materials that are required for video creation. So we are trying to ensure that we have full high quality support for these kinds of materials. So we can already see here how it works. We can come here, press on the import functionality, choose our PowerPoint that we want to work with. In this case, it's a sales document. We have a maximum 50 megabytes of file limit, by the way, but you can see just the overall presentation here. It also has some speaker notes, as you may notice, and it's just going to be so much easier converting this into Colossyan. We just need to wait a few seconds or a minute, and this is already done. Let's see how it looks. Wow, we have the speaker notes as script elements. We have all the text from the PowerPoint available for us to edit. And it's just a much more precise operation that we can rely on to create our desired video. So I hope it's going to help everyone. Basically, you can just add one avatar onto it right away, either shoulder, full body, or bubble view, and you already have sort of a talking head PowerPoint presentation in a form of a video. Great. In terms of the next advancement, you can find our AI presenters in our expanded avatar library. 2 webinars ago, we made a vote regarding whether you wanted to have sort of AI created avatars in the library who are not real individuals, but are generated through prompts. And we made that available, so you can see them inside our library, and they allow full level of flexibility and personalization, because we have just simply vast more amounts of characters. This is an ongoing enhancement, so we keep releasing more of these presenters. By the way, we've done a user test and a user research session around it with many of our existing customers and also with our wider audience. And in some cases, individuals thought that our AI presenters were basically actual humans in real life, which was not the case. So the realism of this technology got to really a new level. And another area which I'm really excited about is our more realistic Neo avatars. So we call it Neo avatars because it's neural expressive output in terms of the technology. This is our next generation avatar realism, and really it goes beyond all aspects of how the avatar is acting based on the script. We released the first 6 studio avatars with this Neo technology. We keep improving it to have higher levels of realism and engagement. So I'm really excited to showcase how it looks right now, and I hope that it will basically unlock new use cases for you and help with your overall video production.
Let me share an example of providing feedback based on the context, action, and result framework. In yesterday's meeting, you asked that follow-up question about timelines, and it helped clarify things for the whole team. See how it's specific and kind? Feedback like that tells people, I see you, and this is the impact you're making. And when the feedback is constructive, same formula, same care. Would you like to practice a few scenarios together?
Basically, you may have seen that the avatar on the right with the Neo avatar technology had more levels of dynamic expressions based on the script and on the voice, and basically is changing their body motion as well based on the nature of your script. We are launching these Neo avatars from now on almost every week, and we aim to provide as much of a diverse library as possible with basically supporting more and more of our avatars. Our ambition is get to beyond 50 to 70 Neo avatars by the end of September. So that's basically the pace that we are looking at. But we are driven by customer feedback. So if you want specific avatars or you want to prioritize avatars from our existing library to be converted into a Neo version, just please put them in the chat and we will ensure that we will listen to your feedback. Another area where we heard many inquiries was you wanted to use more assets, you wanted to use an expanded stock media library. We partnered with Getty to integrate millions of images, videos, icons, and songs. So basically, we have a new great-looking library that you can utilize for your content creation. One of the, I would say, most aesthetic improvements that we made was the interactive styling. So you could create already interactive videos with branching, quizzes, but now you can fully design the whole experience. You can make it transparent, as you see it on some of the images. You can make them look according to your brand colors and brand imagery, and the interactive videos and the interactive scenes look so much more professional because of this enhancement. So this is really something that is going to help with more professional video creation. Just today, I've been to a call with one of our automotive customers, and they said they had to download 11 different language versions of a video. So this is exactly the pain point our new multilingual player helps with. You can essentially use Colossyan's in-draft translation module, create a video in 10 different languages, and now you can utilize this multilingual player to kind of convert all those language variants into one final video, and you can allow your end user, your learner, your viewer to choose between different languages. I call this like an ultimate localization technique, not because of the fact that it's just a more pleasant experience for your viewers, but because of the fact that you can quickly go back and change overall the language variants and the whole aspects of the video. So let's see how this works.
Creating videos in different languages can be tricky. Every translation means new voiceovers, more edits, and another version to manage. With Colossyan, you don't need to worry about any of these challenges. You can make a video from text, a document, or a PowerPoint, and translate it in just a few clicks. Once you've got your translations, you might be thinking, how do you actually distribute them without having to manage 5 different links? And that's where Colossyan's multilingual player comes in. Our new player is built for global enterprise teams, and it lets viewers pick their preferred language right in the video. To create a multilingual video, translate your draft into all of your preferred languages and generate it. When they're ready, go into your library, click on New Project, and select Multilingual Video. Choose the versions you want to include, and they'll appear in a single video player where viewers can easily switch between languages. You can embed your multilingual video, share it as a link, and even export it as a SCORM package. Simple for you and seamless for your audience. Try out in Colossyan today.
I hope you like the concept. The multilingual player is available in our enterprise offering. So let's walk through how you can create such an experience in a more detailed manner. I'm here in our editor. As I mentioned in the beginning, we can create several language variants of a draft between all these options. In this case, we can just go for, let's say, German, and translate the entire video draft to German. It's a matter of seconds, and as usual, we are using the most advanced translation engine. Depending on the language itself, we can go ahead and choose, for example, maybe Dutch, and go for this as an option as well. And don't forget that you can also change different variants of a language draft, by the way, in case you want to make it more specific to a given language. This is an interactive video, as you can see, so you can choose between different elements. And we can just come here and say, okay, I want to generate those in the video in these languages. Press on generate. Now my videos are ready. We go a bit forward here. I select the multi-language videos here. I combine all of them, basically all the 3 languages, combine them into a single video experience. It's available. We call it multilingual. And we come here, and as you can see, you can either export it via an embed code, share it via HTML, or download it as a SCORM file. And we can
Hi,
play.
I'm Alicia, and in this training, we will tackle effective communication, a key soft skill in today's workplace. You will face 2 different...
Hallo, ik ben Alicia en in deze training gaan we het hebben over effectieve communicatie. Een belangrijke zachte vaardigheid op de werkplek van vandaag. Hallo, ich bin Alicia und in diesem Training werden wir uns mit effektiver Kommunikation befassen, einer wichtigen Soft Skill in der heutigen... Würden Sie höflich bitten zu warten, bis Sie an der Reihe sind?
So you can see here
Die
the
Unterbrechungen
possibilities of the whole functionality. It's more of a really end-to-end experience with the multilingual aspects of the video creation. So I hope that you like it, the way it's being done, and you can use again the multilingual drafts and then transform it into one finished video. Now, what's next in Colossyan? So let's talk about a roadmap. This is built based upon the feedback that you have about so many of the aspects that we are considering for variety of use cases. We are going to talk about today conversational avatars, action buttons, and also the storyboarding functionality. So let's start with a question. How would you use conversational AI today? We are going to launch a poll. All you have to do is click on a button. We have options between virtual tutor, interview practice, customer support, onboarding chatbot, or something else. But have you already used conversational AI? If you have any experience with that, please put it in the chat. We want to do our webinars in an interactive way, similar to the videos you are creating with our products. So let us know your experience so far, and please answer the poll so we can progress accordingly. So far, the virtual tutor is leading by almost 40%. So I think we somewhat nailed one of the use cases here for sure. In terms of the functionality itself, why you are answering the poll, let's talk about the basics. So you've been basically requesting this possibility for such a long time to get real-time responses from the avatars, to basically engage with the avatars in an open-ended conversation. At Colossyan, basically the fundamentals of our innovation come back to knowledge transfer, and we believe that knowledge transfer can be done in a highly engaging manner, which is not a static experience. That is why we started to develop our interactive modules, interactive capabilities. Now we build an avatar technology that allows you to train the avatars on your knowledge base and scale in terms of your support, sales, and training use cases to basically have a conversation with the avatar inside the Colossyan experience. So let's see how this works. First, with a quick demo of like a trailer.
Businesses today face growing demands, whether it's providing exceptional customer support, enabling sales teams, or offering personalized coaching. Meet your new team member, a conversational AI agent that's available 24/7, always ready to help. From answering customer inquiries to explaining company policies, your AI agent is a powerful resource for automating everyday interactions or practicing new skills with real-time feedback.
Great job. But try emphasizing the benefits a little more clearly to engage the customer. Should we try again?
Your AI agent can simulate real-world scenarios, offering hands-on training and guidance with just a click of a button.
Yes. Our J20 model comes with a 2-year warranty and free tech support. Would you like to learn more about it?
Simply upload your knowledge base, company policies, product info, or anything relevant, and watch your AI evolve into a personalized tutor for your team. With the highest level of realism, thanks to Colossyan's AI avatars, you can empower your team and customers with an experience that takes personalization to a whole new level. Whether it's coaching your team, automating sales and support, or providing personalized education, your AI agent is designed to scale your team's abilities and seamlessly elevate the customer experience. Contact Colossyan today and discover how it can transform your business.
So I hope you liked it. We basically provided a vision regarding where this functionality is going. And I'm really excited to highlight that we are almost there with the first launch to get this into the hands of many of our customers who want to try it. At the end of the webinar, you will have the chance to sign up to a waiting list where you have the possibility to basically contact us and do the first test rounds. But I would like to basically showcase a video of my colleague, David, showcasing you exactly how to do such an experience.
Hey everyone, Dave Gillum here. I'm a product manager at Colossyan, and I'm very involved at the moment with our conversational avatar update. So this is a really, really exciting new interactive feature that's coming to Colossyan that will allow all of your viewers of your videos to have conversations with our avatars and actually drive branching outcomes as well. So a very exciting feature. This is a very early in development feature still, but we'd love to show off where we are and maybe talk a little bit about where we're going. So to begin, as you can see, I'm already inside Colossyan. I'm gonna hit interaction and then add an interactive conversation. Right now, this is still got a placeholder UI, so please bear that in mind. I can then select an avatar. In the future, there will be many different avatars here, but right now we've just got these 3 for the testing purposes. So I'll add Gloria in, like so. And then you can see that it automatically actually creates a branching structure for us. So I'm just gonna remove this first scene and we'll add a scene here. This will be a blank scene and we'll just add some media to it as well. So we've got something to happen. Great. And now if I select the avatar itself, here you can see that we've got a whole programmable space. So the first thing you should know is that we have these 3 presets. The first is a knowledge assessment. So the idea behind this is that you could replace your multiple choice quizzes or something like that with the conversation to really test someone's knowledge and make sure they can actually articulate what they've understood. The next is role play, which will be great for any kind of soft skills training, maybe sales training, when you want someone to actually try and do something and achieve something. And finally, we have a subject matter expert. So this could be great for customer facing or even internal facing stuff, where you want someone to have an on-demand resource that can answer their questions. So we can start with a custom greeting. We'll go with, "Hey Dave, how can I help you today?" And then I need to fill in some of this information. So you are, and when we say you are, we're going to say we're telling the bot who they are. And in this instance, we're going to go with a subject matter expert or that knows everything about information security. Next up, we need to say, what do they know? Now, in the future, we'd like to allow you to link in your own knowledge bases here with an uploaded resource or even links to websites and this kind of stuff. But for now, I've just given it some information about information security. Great. The last bit we need here is the goal. So the goal is to help users to understand, implement, and maintain strong information security practices. And we'll say bye for now. Oh, bye for now. Great. So if we'd gone with a different option, let's say knowledge assessment, then if the user passed the quiz, then they would go down option 1 maybe. So we can set that down here, right? So if continue to branch 1, if the user has passed, and continue to branch 2 if the user has failed. Let's just delete branch 2 for now. It's fine if we've just got the 1. Right, and let's test this out.
Hey Dave, how can I help you today?
Hey there, so I recently received an email. It had a link in it, and I clicked on the link, and now I'm just a bit worried that I might have compromised the business. Now, what should I do?
Don't worry, we can figure this out. So, you clicked on a link in an email, and now you're concerned about potential security issues. Can you tell me more about the email and the link? What was the email about, and what happened when you clicked the link?
Once I clicked the link, I actually ended up being redirected to a website where I put in my personal information.
That's concerning. So, you entered your personal info on a site you were redirected to after clicking the link. We need to take this seriously. First, change your passwords for any accounts that might be connected to the info you entered.
I'm just going to stop it there just because we're pressed for time, but you get the idea. This is kind of how it's working. So we're working a lot right now on the evaluation criteria to make sure that the bots are able to really kind of very clearly and transparently evaluate the conversations they're having to make sure that wherever they redirect users to is the correct place. Plus, we'll do a lot of work on the UI to make this whole programming experience as simple and easy as it is to do. And of course, add all those additional avatars in. So we'd love to hear your feedback. This is the kind of the absolute baseline from what this feature needs to be able to do. But yeah, please tell us what more would you like to see us do with this feature, and how can we really make it super useful for you. But thanks for everything, and that's me for now. Bye.
Thank you so much, David. David is here with us in the chat as well, so you can ask questions from him as well, in case I won't be able to answer in the end. I'm really excited by this technology. It opens up a new level of engagement, this kind of product advancement as well. So David and his team in the product realm is really, they're stretching the boundaries of the industry with this advancement, in my view, and we are doing everything we can to have this available for everyone over time. So please, if you are interested, we will keep sending in the links so you can sign up to a waiting list, and you can basically start using it and create a wow experience at the end of the day. Now, another very fundamental functionality that was highly requested is instant and later on scenario avatar cropping and bubble view. So basically being able to rename, share, and delete your instant avatars. So let's go through how we would be able to do that with one of my avatars. We can go ahead and say create an instant avatar. I will just upload a video here. Now you can go ahead and upload any video where you have a person, including mine here. We have to tick, of course, all the innovation policies and choose a voice. I already have my voice cloned, so I think I will choose that one. And here you can adjust your views for a full screen, half screen, and bubble view. So this will just allow you to have a better customization available for your avatars. This is about to launch very, very soon, available for any of you who are wanting to create just simply a better looking instant avatar experience. I can give it a name and proceed accordingly. Once I'm in the usual editor, I can just click here and you can see the appearance has 3 options now, not like before, including half screen, bubble, and full view. And it just looks more personalized and customizable overall, so better overall for your experience. Let's move on to advanced screen recording. So we understood the pain the current screen recording module has. And as you can see, our engineers are extremely busy developing all these new and exciting improvements for you, because we wanted to include zoom in and out during an in-app screen recording experience. We also acknowledge that you sometimes have sensitive information on your screen, so you can blur that with the new screen recording. And of course, you can turn your speech into a professionally narrated script. So you would not need to work on the narration again once you do the screen recording. We acknowledge that what you want to achieve is speed and time to delivery for like a great quality video. So we wanted to ensure that you can work in a fast manner by maintaining quality. And with the advanced screen recording that we're about to launch, you can basically transcribe what you're saying while you're doing the recording, so you won't need to work on that later. So I'm extremely excited by this. Let's see how it works. We can click here, and already, as I said, I love the transcribe mode. Click on record. In this case, I think let's just showcase an HR onboarding product. So let's go to files, and here you see already the holiday policy, which you can basically download. So basically you can create any kind of tutorial video with this new screen recording. And coming back here, stop sharing. Already we are here and we can watch the whole recording that we made. We can adjust it, we can add zoom, we can cut the video, as you can see. It's just a lot more customizable again, and you don't need to use any other software to pre-process that screen recording. I can add a zoom like this, and also a potential duration. We acknowledge that many of you do not really like timelines, so we wanted to keep it as simple as possible, by the way. So anyone can use Colossyan literally without any prior experience. But let's say this is done, apply it back, and already we can add one of our Neo avatars, such as, for example, let's say Alina. And we are here. We move her to the right in a bubble view. I recommend using bubble view for all screen recordings. It just ensures that your viewers can focus on the screen recording experience. And we are here. And as you may have seen, it also transcribes some of the speech onto the script, which will save so much time inherently. All right, so we are at interactivity. One of the more advanced functionalities of interactivity, which is missing, are action buttons with URLs and files. Imagine a situation where you want your viewer to download a specific onboarding material, or you want to send them a further information page when you are talking about the concept on the video. Wouldn't it be amazing if you could just put there like a CTA on the video that they could click on, and you could direct them to that specific site? So this is exactly what we are working on, adding an interactive button to your videos that you can easily attach any relevant document, files, or links, so you can create a more engaging experience. Other than that, we have been working on our Editor 3.0 version for a very long time. This will basically further reduce the barriers to entry, make Colossyan even more user-friendly, and it will have an improved layout for animations and interactivity. I can guarantee you, based on our user research and testings, this will save you so much time while editing your video even further. So we want to ensure that you have a more intuitive experience, and we can provide the best-in-class editing for branching scenarios as well, and the interactivity modules, because this new interface will definitely support that. Further editing functionalities that you've been widely requesting include alignment and distribution, including layering of objects. We are working on that, and also the rounded corners for media elements, to the gradients for shapes as well. We acknowledge that these are fundamental functionalities, and you definitely need them for like a more superior, a more beautiful type of video creation. So we are heavily working on these improvements to deliver them in the current quarter until the fall. Creating your own templates is also a possibility which we want to expand. Right now, you can create custom scenes, but we acknowledge the fact that you need to do custom templates too. This is also a work in progress, which is going to be available for our enterprise customers, so you can turn your documents into video from your templates as well. Now, collaboration is something that's where we see like sort of a new user experience that can be created. We understand how we could make the collaboration experience and the team structure within Colossyan better. We have many enterprise customers using Colossyan, from the largest telecommunication companies to pharmaceutical companies, several hundreds of individuals using the software at the same time. And we want to ensure that this just gets more easy. It will get easier, it will get organized. So we are about to unroll several of these improvements in chapters until 2026. We are basically reworking that organization aspect of the product for like for you to include folder draft and asset sharing rights, and also the brand kit, and also the pronunciation rules to be shared more easily. I know that Didar and our team is really excited about our storyboarding for AI Video Creator 2.0. So you can see here, before you would upload a document, you're able to basically create a storyboard of the video. She's using this functionality so much among many of our customers, and this will allow you to have a midpoint between creating a video draft and just uploading a document, which will save you time inherently, because you won't just enter into the video draft right away after uploading your document, but you can basically edit and refine using AI what Colossyan's AI Video Creator is about to do for you. So this inherently will save you time. It will help you to also create videos from scripts and URLs, and allow further sources of media imports from other documents. So this is something that's been long awaited as well. Now that I went through so many of the exciting developments that the team at Colossyan is doing, I would like to invite basically a community spotlight from one of our customers, Ericsson. So Ericsson has been using Colossyan for quite some time now. We have Pauline from the Ericsson team, who is their head of learning, technology, and innovation. Hi, Pauline, can you hear us?
Hi, everyone. Yes, I can.
Great, thank you so much. I much appreciate the fact that you could join our webinar today live, and I've been really fascinated by the collaboration and partnership we've been working on together. Can you tell us what was the initial use case or use cases that you utilized Colossyan for, and how is it going so far? I'm really excited to hear also how you see the advancements since then.
Sure, and thank you for inviting me. Always happy to talk about our experience with Colossyan. I guess what we've noticed is that we had plenty of people, including our subject matter experts of SMEs, who wanted to create more content, their own content, but either didn't have the time or didn't have the skills to create something by themselves, and they didn't have budget to ask a designer to do so. So when tools like Colossyan came along, as the standard text to video tools, it was really a way to give them the power to create the content themselves and also do it very quickly. That's something that was really interesting for our crowd and actually gained a lot of attraction. We went, I think, from in the initial proof of concept, we had about 100 users joining within our DL&D function, but also beyond. And then we grown exponentially throughout the duration of the pilot. So we saw that there was a lot of excitement, and we're really happy to see that Colossyan is also getting more features on board. So there is even more things to be excited about from what I can hear today.
Yeah, that's so great to hear. I know that you've been really excited about, for example, our conversational avatars. Can you just tell us a bit regarding what drives that excitement, or any other functionalities that I've kind of listed today? What problems are you seeing that some of these innovations could help you with?
Sure. I mean, creating videos is great. It kind of solves an immediate challenge to get content ready, but we also want to move beyond content. There's so much more that we can do with AI beyond just creating videos. So we had in the past worked on different types of simulations to help our employees practice on various skills, usually soft skills. So we were very interested to see what Colossyan could do with their avatars to make them more interactive and have conversations with them in real time. And we are particularly interested in 3 different methods of learning. One is around role plays. How you mentioned that already, and that's one example that I give to my stakeholders is you have a meeting tomorrow with a very upset customer, and you need to practice how to handle that conversation, that difficult conversation now. You can't just onboard into a training that's going to happen in 6 months, and then you're probably going to practice with one of your colleagues of questionable acting skills. So, give that role-playing activity right now. This is something that we think could be of great value. And the second is around assessing our employees' skills after training. I see great value in, whether it's with avatars or without avatars, of assessing with open-ended question instead of asking a question and answering with, is it A, B, C, or D, or all of the above? What if, you were asking the question without giving the answer, and you had that conversation with an avatar to really go deeper into the assessment? And then finally, what if you could have your own one-to-one teaching assistant able to answer questions, do Q&As without, after a course, to make sure that you fully understand the subject better?
Yeah, I remember when I talked with several members of your team, we also discussed important possibilities that you could interrupt the avatar. So it's not really like a robot experience, but it's more dynamic. So we paid a lot of attention to include that possibility. And also the multilingual aspect. So when it won't just support English, but even sometimes mixed languages, I think that can also help the experience a lot when someone wants to basically talk to this conversational mode in their native language, similar to the localized videos you are creating. So I'm excited about the potential there, and would love to see all these the results of the use cases and how each of our customers are going to deploy this.
Yes, absolutely. Even though English is our first language, it's so important to be able to have flexibility around the avatar, have that conversation. What did you mean, in English? What does that sound in my own language? So this is very interesting for compliance purposes, security, to make sure that they fully understand. And we're not replacing humans, so it's not like we had a teaching assistant ready to go for every employee. So it's really about democratizing simulations for employees.
Yeah. I'm so glad to hear that, and thank you so much for sharing us your experience, Pauline. I really appreciate your trust and the partnership so far, and I'm keen to see the results we will achieve together, and your feedback being represented on our roadmap. So thank you for that.
Thank you, Dynamic. Really appreciate the partnership.
Thank you so much. Hope everyone enjoyed the conversation, and don't forget to ask questions. Pauline is still here with us in the webinar, so let's move on. We are at the end almost. We would like to talk about the Business AI Playbook, which is a podcast Colossyan recently launched. We had industry experts, C-level executives that we interviewed so far. You can listen to the podcast on our Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube channels. You see some of the guests that we interviewed so far about how generative AI is essentially changing aspects of our industry, from gamification to measuring ROI of learning, to retrieving organization knowledge, and also agents utilized for training. So you'll be able to see many of these practical use cases and listen to these experts as we interview them. So make sure to learn more. I'm basically running a newsletter where we release a new episode every 2 to 3 weeks. So excited to hear your feedback also regarding whether this knowledge sharing is useful for you, and who else we should interview next. So overall, would love to do a final poll here. Which release are you most excited for? We just launched a new one. The previous one, basically the virtual tutor, won it with an overwhelming majority. We put in this time the conversational avatar, the advanced screen recording, storyboarding, action buttons, or maybe another feature that we or release that we did not include there. I think the conversational avatar might win this with an even larger majority than the previous poll. So great to see the excitement. I believe the screen recorder and the action buttons, and of course the storyboarding, will also just drive such larger impact in your work, and hopefully will help you to create your current experiences in a more effective manner. But with the conversational avatar, you can really possibly create a more engaging experience, which is part of our goal here at Colossyan. While you are concluding the poll, I would like to basically enter into the conclusion for today's webinar, which is a Q&A session. Didara in the chat, my colleague, will help me to mark questions, which I will try to answer real time. Starting with the first one, really is asking, can you recap how far along and how behavioral is your avatar? So basically, with the new Neo avatar advancements that we showcased in today's webinar, we are reading the emotions from the script, and based on that, we are controlling the avatar's head and the upper body as well, based on the script that you type. So if your script is really like is just driving some anger based on some voice models or some happiness, the avatar will behave differently. We are working on adjusting the experience in terms of the fact that you can also fine-tune it possibly in the future, but our avatars are quite advanced there already. Craig is asking, is multi-scene music track editing on the roadmap? I need to be able to fade in and fade out across multiple slides. Thanks for considering this feature request. Great, to be honest, this is on our backlog. So far, it's not expected to be released in the next month or so, but given that it's coming up more and more, we would love to take this and potentially reprioritize our efforts in the coming weeks. So thank you for flagging this. This is very important to us. There's another question about how about the podcast function / feature, anything planned? So we do have a concept ready for a podcast feature. We keep validating it. If you can just share further ideas how a podcast feature would work for you, we would love to understand your use case and consider something. It would definitely suit into our AI video generator function, which is an import function. You can just upload a file there. So yeah, I would say it could be placed there in case we develop it in the future. Scott is asking many possible applications around our leadership development and our organizational innovation and engagement efforts. My goal is to embed my images about how organizations really work into some of these approaches. My creativity becomes a problem for focus. I would say so. The conversational avatar will definitely help for leadership development. Imagine how difficult it is to share a negative or an area for improvement kind of feedback with an employee in case you are a new manager. For such use cases, I definitely see such a high value, basically being able to train and prepare for such scenarios. And that's just one use case. The latency might be a big issue in the conversational avatar. The latency is very minimal. It's a maximum, depending on your bandwidth and all that. Given it's a streaming experience, it's around a second or so. So it's really similar to like a video call. Even I'm really pleased with how our team has managed to basically drive down the latency there. Rick is asking, how many avatars do you guys have? I'm worried many people will use the same ones. Right now, we have the possibility to create also prompt-based avatars in the enterprise plan. If you are an enterprise customer, feel free to reach out to us, and we can handle that for you. So you can have unique avatars as well available for you. Otherwise, we are expanding our avatar library continuously. We are soon going to reach 300 plus avatars in total, and then 400 even faster. So make sure to stay tuned about the new avatars that are being added. In the AI video creator option, the number of quiz they generated cannot be controlled by prompts. We have tried several times. Is there any update coming to this? That's a great one. We want to rework the prompting of the AI video generator in the coming month. So this feedback will definitely be incorporated into the development. Thank you so much for raising it. Next one, would the conversation AI feature work similar to interactive branching features, so not downloadable? That is correct. So it's a streaming experience, so you cannot really download it, because once you download a video, it's more of an offline experience if you start watching it on your computer mostly. So it must be streamed. So it's either HTML embedding, sharing a Colossyan link, or a SCORM. But in that case, in the SCORM file, there's a direct connection with our servers. Greg is asking, have you considered also having some avatars that may be more like traditional animation for cases where a client might desire that option? I would like to understand the traditional animations a bit more. If you could just send a few examples to the chat, that would be so great. Thank you so much, Greg. All right, we are almost out of questions. Can the Neo avatars be based on clone model? Yes, so the custom avatar option is going to be available for Neo avatars. Steve is asking, at the outset, what limitations should be expected for implementing conversational avatars? Will large reference data sets bog down real-time exchange of information? Also, will cost of real-time processing limit viable applications for these avatars? Such a great question. So the data set depth won't really impact it, given that we are using quite advanced models there. But the cost will be sort of different. With each package, we intend to include a set amount of conversation avatar usage, but after that, it's a real-time sort of operation on our servers as you are having a conversation with the avatar. So we have to include some kind of usage fee once you run out of your free credits in a given period. We do not know exactly how this is going to look like yet, but we surely want to provide a given amount for each different tier. All right, final question. Clarissa is asking, in the same way that the multilingual ability works, will it be possible for viewers of the video to choose their own avatar? It's such a great question. I haven't actually thought about that. I'm not sure whether in our team a given product person has done so, but we would love to consider this. So thank you so much for mentioning. I think it can personalize the experience further and give you further options to engage with your viewers. All right, Didra still put in the link for our AI agents, our conversational avatars. You can definitely go ahead there and sign up. This was it primarily for today's webinar. Thank you so much for your attendance today. This means a lot to us, a lot to me. As the founder of Colossyan, we are here for you, and we want to build a better product using your request, using your guidance and your feedback. So without you, we could not be here celebrating such launches. And to our ever-growing customer base who are helping us each day to make the product experience even more superior, and we are helping them to just get to the next stage and become more effective. So once again, in the name of our team, thank you so much. And I can't wait to see you at the next webinar, where I'm really hoping we can showcase to you even more innovative functionalities and releases that we are working on. So stay tuned. We are going to release all of these things that I mentioned today, one by one, step by step, in the next weeks, the next few months. So it's really not that far. And make sure to stay in touch. Thank you so much. And I hope you will have a great day wherever you are in the world.